Path to New Life by Rebecca J. L. Chapter 2, Part 1. The sound of a twig snapping caused me to jolt awake. I instantly drew my dagger and looked around. No one was here. Snap! I jumped and ran towards where the snaps were coming from. Only I found Handsome. I sighed and placed my hand over my racing heart. I said, "Good grief, Handsome! You nearly gave me a heart attack." I shook my head, then sheathed my dagger and walked back to the river. I splashed my face and then fixed my hair. Then I walked over to the fire and put some more sticks on it and stoked the fire so that I could warm the leftover meat back up. After I finished my meal, I put out the fire and walked back over to Handsome. I said, "All right, boy, time to go back." I climbed onto him and then we began the journey home. I love the woods. It's been the only place where I'm not pretending to be someone else. It's where I can be free and race on Handsome. I laughed happily as Handsome raced through the trees. I kept my head low and my feet tucked in so that they wouldn't get caught. I also noticed that a few birds flew alongside us. Soon, too soon for my liking, Handsome slowed as we approached the house. With a sigh, I slid off Handsome and hugged him. He hugged me back, then I grabbed a carrot and gave it to him. He neighed happily, then went over to his bed as I went inside. Nobody was here, but there was a letter on the table. I picked it up and read it. "Dearest Dove, sorry that we are not here, but we had to leave because we are due at the palace in a few days. We leave tomorrow after dinner, but we wish for you to come with us. We understand if you don't want to, but please consider it. Sincerely, Marissa, Queen of Celiona." They want me to go with them? Wow. I looked at the clock. It was almost 4. Dinner was in an hour. I better get packing. I ran to the closet and grabbed my rucksack. I then went downstairs to my room and grabbed my 3 pairs of clothes, my photo album that has 16 pictures of me in it. Each picture I took on my birthday or were taken on my birthday. Then I grabbed my other 3 black cloaks, my leather gloves, and the rest of my weapons. Then I also grabbed 2 travel blankets and some food, mostly bread and meat, seasonings, and my wineskin. I was all packed. Wait, I need my sword. I raced upstairs and into the attic. I restocked my quiver, grabbed all the healing tonics that were left, then found my sword. Good. What else do I need? Oh, money. I ran to where Kurt kept his money and found $5,000. Holy cow! Selfish jerk. We could have had more food and clothes if he had shared. I shook my head, then put the money in my money bag, then locked up the house. I walked over to the shed and called out, "Come here, Handsome. We're leaving." Handsome trotted over to me, and I put the blanket that goes under the saddle on him, then the saddle, then the reins. Then I tied my rucksack onto the saddle. Oh, we can't forget Handsome's carrots! So I rushed over to the tiny garden and picked all the carrots and wrapped them up and put them in a pocket that was on the saddle.